Danielle. Oh, I should
So
adjust this.
today we're going to talk about Theodore Roosevelt. Teddy Roosevelt was the 25th president of the United States. He's on Mount Rushmore. He was a great politician, but he was also really crazy. During his tenure as assistant in the Navy, he was like an assistant secretary or something and whatnot. He had been governor of New York City, governor of New York, and he had also been vice president at the time, and he was just some sort of assistant to the Navy. I can't remember. And at this time, the USS Maine had a malfunction with their boiler, and it caused the USS Maine to sink. And Theodore Roosevelt was like, "This is awesome. I want to go to war. Let's take on Spain." And so Theodore Roosevelt forged a document saying that the Spanish were responsible for the sinking of the USS Maine. And through yellow journalism, Theodore Roosevelt's claim stood firm. And when it came time to decide on what to do with the claim, the U.S. was like, "Okay, Theodore, what the fuck? I'm William McKinley. I'm the President of the United States. Should we go to war?" And Theodore was fucking amped. And he said, "Let's do this. I think that those bastards tried to attack us. We should go to war and teach them a lesson." So, the U.S. decided to go to war with Spain. And Spain was occupying Cuba at the time. And Theodore Roosevelt was like, "Hey, I'm Bull Moose Party. I'm pretty cool. I should lead the troops in Cuba." This was a dumb idea. They decided to eventually "Hey, Theodore Roosevelt, we know you're crazy. We know you're not all there. But you know what? You should lead our troops into battle." So they arrive at Cuba because obviously they built up a big navy. And they arrive, and Theodore Roosevelt is clueless. He has no idea what to do. They're getting ambushed left and right in Cuba. People are dying, and Theodore Roosevelt's just like, "We're gonna fight. We're gonna take them down." And you know what he did? He led those men into battle. And they went up this hill. And Theodore Roosevelt was riding on his horse. And bullets were flying everywhere. And it was crazy. People were dying left and right, getting hit by bullets. Theodore Roosevelt is riding through the bullets. And while he's riding, he meets a soldier who's wounded and shot in the leg or something. And Theodore Roosevelt turns to him. The soldier's moaning. And he's like, oh, man. I've been shot in the leg. I might die. I'm probably gonna die. Do you know what Theodore Roosevelt said to him? He turned to him while he's on his horse. And he said to him, isn't this great? Isn't this awesome? And the soldier turned to him and gave him a look of, I don't know what you mean. This is terrible. I'm going to die because the Navy had a malfunction in a ship. Not because the Spanish wanted to take over. And he rode. Theodore Roosevelt rode his horse. Bullets are flying by. And they even took his horse down. He fell off his horse. And this crazy, old, fat guy gets up. And do you know what he says? He says, we won this war. We are awesome. We're the United States of America. And he starts taking down the Spanish left from right. And you know what happens? We won the war. We won a war that didn't even need to happen. But because Theodore Roosevelt was like, I want to unite the North with the South. Bring them together again. And he did. Man, he did. It was awesome. It was really stupid, but it was awesome. And to this day, Theodore Roosevelt, no, he's not on currency. He's not on a dime or a nickel. But you know what? He's on Mount Rushmore. He's like, hey, I'm Theodore Roosevelt. I'm awesome. And he's gonna be awesome forever. Because he decided we're gonna have a war that we didn't even need to have. We had it anyways. But we won. And he had a mustache and glasses. Theodore Roosevelt was the 25th president of the United States of America. And I think he was the 24th vice president. That makes sense. Under McKinley. And after McKinley was shot, man, oh man, did Theodore be like, you know what? This is our country. This is our time. And after the Spanish-American War, he was like, I was right. So what? We're America. We're number one. Always and forever.